Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Tuesday. We got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and sign up in the link below. We got 157 members signed up so far, on our way to 200, which would be dope. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Big slate today. 16 matchups, starting with a doubleheader between the Colorado Rockies versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at minus 260. The Rockies plus 210 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Rockies is Ryan Feltner with an ERA of 5.59. His last start he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Yu Darvish with an ERA at 3.24. His last start he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Padres winning yesterday's matchup 4-1. Yeah, Colorado just didn't really show up yesterday. Not in love with Feltner on the mound here. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. So he hasn't been the best. And, I'm going to lean with the Padres at home here. Go ahead at plus 210. Throw the Rockies in a round robin. That's my best advice. But I do like Darvish on the mound. And I'm going to take the Padres at home in game 1. And then game 2 is the Rockies and the Padres. I don't have the current line for it because this is a 10 o'clock game. So we'll see when that line does become available. But pitching for the Rockies is Jose Urena with an ERA of 4.67. His last start he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Reese Nur with an ERA of 0. Looks like he's going to get his first start of the season here. I'm not much of a game 2 better here unless I see a really great pitching matchup. And not in love with the pitching matchup here. Urena has been very bad. He's given up 12 runs in his last 2 starts. And then we don't know what Nur's going to do here. So to be honest, guys, I'm staying away from game 2. Yeah, I really have no opinion on a game 2. If I were to choose, maybe I would lean with Padres here, just because I don't trust Urena on the mound for the Rockies. He hasn't been that good. So I would take the Padres at home in game 2, but I think game 1's a much better option. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Miami Marlins. Miami opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Cincinnati plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Reds is Graham Ashcraft with an ERA of 4.64. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Braxton Garrett with an ERA of 3.96. His last start he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Cincinnati getting a nice win yesterday, winning 3-1 on a 3-game winning streak. Marlins on a 4-game losing streak. Haven't really played well during this 4-game stretch. The Reds 14-5 against Miami. They've played very good against the Marlins here. I think I'm gonna lean with Reds plus 1.5 on the road. I like what I saw from them yesterday. Marlins struggling. Give me Reds run line on the road here. Next matchup with the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Brewers opening up as road favorites at minus 270. The Pirates plus 215 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Corbin Burns with an ERA of 2.31. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Bryce Wilson with an ERA of 6.31. His last start he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Brewers coming off a 7-2 loss against Boston. Pitt on a 7-game losing streak right now. Hasn't been good for Pitt. Brewers 7-2 on the road against Pitt here. Yeah, I like Corbin Burns on the mound for the Brewers. I'm taking the Brewers on the road against the struggling Pitt team. Next matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the Washington Nationals. Mets opening up as road favorites at -300. Nationals plus 240 with the over-under at 8.5. I don't know how accurate this is, guys, but I'm seeing that Jacob deGrom is pitching for the Mets here. And if that is true, then oh wow, that's going to be exciting to get Jacob back on the mound. So hopefully it is true. And then pitching for the Nationals is Corey Abbott with an ERA of 2.25. He's getting his first start of the season here. Mets on a 7-game winning streak. 5-game winning streak against Washington. Yeah, Mets look very good in yesterday's game, 7-3 with Max on the mound. But yeah, if Jacob is on the mound and everything goes well, man, loving the Mets here, even with his first start. And yeah, I'm taking the Mets on the road here, riding that winning streak. And throw the plus 240. You got to throw Nationals on in an underdog round robin. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -165. Mariners plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 2.78. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Jamison Tylon with an ERA of 3.72. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Yeah, Yankees looked very good yesterday, winning 7-2 in yesterday's matchup. They're 6-1 at home, playing good home baseball. Tylon coming off a no-run game here. He's been very good on the mound his last 3 games. Logan Gilbert's been pretty good as well. But I just like the Yankees here at home. Played very good yesterday. And yeah, I don't hate maybe taking a shot with the Mariners plus 1.5. They couldn't cover yesterday, but I like the Yankees today. They're just playing good as a team, and that's what I like. I'm going to take Yankees at home. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -130. Arizona plus 120 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Guardians is Tristan McKenzie with an ERA of 3.24. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Arizona on a 4-game losing streak. Did cover yesterday, losing 5-6 in a close matchup. Cleveland on a 2-game winning streak. Pretty even pitching matchup, honestly. Gallen's been very good on the mound his last few starts here. And yeah, I know Arizona's been bad on the road. Cleveland 4-1 at home, 5-1 at home against Arizona, where they've been good. When I just look at this matchup, man, I just go to the Arizona here. They covered yesterday, and I don't know, man. I still like Arizona plus 1.5 despite their road struggles. On a 4-game losing streak, I still think they could cover, if not get a win on the road here. And yeah, I'm still going to take a shot with Arizona plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -145. The Rays plus 125 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for Toronto was Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 3.30. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, I'm sorry, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 3.17. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Toronto on a 2-game winning streak. Tampa coming off a Cleveland loss. They're just 3-7 in their last 10. Toronto 8-2 in their last 10. Toronto just 3-6 against Tampa, where they have struggled a bit here. Rasmussen been very good on the mound. And Gosman's had a rough couple outings here. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts. Rasmussen's only given up 6 here. I like Tampa plus 1.5 at home. I know they've been struggling here. But yeah, Gosman giving up runs here. And I don't know. I think there's good value with Tampa at home here. So we'll take the Rays plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at minus 225. The Phillies plus 185 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Phillies is Nick Nelson with an ERA of 3.94. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Braves is Spencer Strider with an ERA of 3.14. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Phillies on a 5-game winning streak. Braves on a 3-game winning streak. Phillies 7-0 on the road, but they are just 2-7 on the road against Atlanta, where they have struggled. Yeah, both teams coming into this on a winning streak. I do like, both pitchers pitching very well, so pretty good pitching duel here. And Atlanta 7-2 at home against Philly, 5-1 at home straight up right now. These teams did just have a series. Actually, they had a 2-game series, both teams splitting a win. I'm going to lean with the Braves at home here, the better home team. Spencer Strider's been good on the mound. Both pitchers good on the mound here, so throw Phillies in a round robin at plus 185, the way they're playing on a win streak. But I'm going to slightly lean with the Braves at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at minus 195. Detroit plus 160 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for Detroit is Matt Manning with an ERA of 2.25. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 4.04. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Manning's been very good on the mound. He's only pitched twice this season. He pitched in April, only gave up 1 run in each of those matchups. Detroit losing to Minnesota yesterday 5-3. I like Matt Manning on the mound for Detroit. He's been very good in his first 2 starts. It was only a 2-run game yesterday. Detroit had their chances to cover and possibly win yesterday. Archer's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts, so definitely prone to giving up some runs here. I would take a shot with Detroit. I think they're a good dog today with Matt Manning on the mound. I'm going to lean with the Tigers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 175. The Cubs plus 145 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Cubs is Keegan Thompson with an ERA of 3.26. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Adam Wainwright with an ERA of 3.28. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Cubs on a 2-game losing streak right now. Cardinals coming off a 5-0 win against Washington. Cubs are 4-1 on the road against St. Louis right now. A very even pitching matchup. Both pitchers playing very well. Keegan Thompson coming off a 0-run game. He's been very solid. 2 0-run games in his last 3 starts on the mound. I like Cubs plus 1.5. Even pitching matchup. Cubs coming in as on a little losing streak. I think they can bounce back and at least cover, especially coming off a 0-4 game in their last game. I'm going to take Cubs plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Baltimore plus 105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for Baltimore is Jordan Lyles with an ERA of 4.56. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Spencer Howard with an ERA of 5.93. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Baltimore getting a nice win yesterday, 7-2. Played very good as an underdog in that matchup yesterday. Rangers. Yeah, tough loss for the Rangers yesterday. 0-5 at home right now. Been struggling at home. Baltimore, man, they really do get disrespected as an underdog. A lot of these games, I feel like they should be slight favorites. So the fact you can get the Orioles the way they played yesterday as an underdog, man, I'm taking Orioles plus 1.5 all day. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Houston Astros. Pitching for the Astros is Astros opening up as home favorites at minus 225. Boston plus 185 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 4.15. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Astros is Christian Javier with an ERA of 3.26. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Boston beating Houston yesterday 3-2. Yeah, disappointing for Houston yesterday. Not a lot of runs, especially with Eovaldi on the mound. But yeah, it's a new day here. Houston 15-5 at home, where they've been very solid. Javier pretty decent on the mound here. Pretty even pitching matchup in the last 3 games. Both pitchers pitching about the same, giving up about 2-3 runs a game here. And yeah, that was a big win for Boston on a 2-game winning streak. This one's tough for me. After what I saw yesterday, man, I think I'm going to take Boston plus 1.5. Getting a huge plus money today. Got a nice win yesterday. And yeah, Houston at minus 225 kind of scares me. Because seeing Boston more than capable of winning, got a win yesterday. I'm going to take Boston plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Kansas City Royals versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Royals plus 145 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Royals is Brad Keller with an ERA of 4.35. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 5.14. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Kansas City getting a win yesterday, 2-1 as the underdog on a 2-game winning streak. The White Sox do this, guys. Just when you think the White Sox get good matchups, they really do let you down. And yeah, White Sox are just too hard to trust. Royals 5-1 on the road against the White Sox here. Giolito giving up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. I'm going to take Royals plus 1.5. White Sox are just too risky. When they're big favorites, they do not come through most of the time. And yeah, I'm taking Royals plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Los Angeles Angels. Angels opening up as home favorites at minus 125. Oakland plus 105 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for Oakland is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 3.05. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 3.82. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Oakland coming off a 2-game losing streak. LA just 1-3 in their last 4. Yeah, Angels 1-6 at home where they do struggle. Pretty even pitching matchup. Both pitchers pitching very well here. I'm going to take a shot with Oakland plus 1.5. Angels not playing good at home. Even pitching duel could go either way. I'm taking Athletics plus 1.5. Then the last matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus San Francisco Giants. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at minus 145. Giants plus 125 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Dodgers is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 2.61. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Anderson's hasn't given up a run in his last 3 starts. Pitching for the Giants is Alex Wood with an ERA of 4.11. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Dodgers getting a nice win yesterday, 8-2 against the Giants. They're on a 3-game winning streak against the Giants right now, 8-1 on the road. I'm loving the Giants on the road here. Love Anderson. He's been great on the mound. Going to be hard to score on him the way he's been playing. And yeah, I'm taking Dodgers on the road in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.